We are talking a lot about democracy and the importance of fighting for democracy. And it struck me that this past week in the U.S. House of Representatives, we saw a number of individuals who aligned themselves with the insurrection, wielding some power in this Republican-led House. I want to play for you what Minority Leader Hakeem Jeffries had to say this morning on Meet the Press.
Well, our general concern is that the dysfunction that was historic that we saw this week is not at an end, it's just the beginning. And while the Congress was held captive this particular time, what is going to be a problem is if the American people will be held captive over the next 2 years to the extreme MAGA Republican agenda that apparently has been negotiated into the House rules and the functioning of the Congress.
What do you expect from House Republicans over the next 2 years? Do you think you'll be able to work with them on some issues for the American people?
I certainly aim to try, but I don't feel very hopeful after what I saw in this past week. 15 votes it took because McCarthy was being held hostage. We all were being held hostage by extremists who are wanting not to govern, but to wreak havoc, and very concerned about the motion to vacate in the rules package, but also deeply concerned about more members of the Freedom Caucus wanting to be on the Rules Committee. I think we're going to see a lot more of the same chaos, confusion, and a weakened speaker beholden to extremists.
What did your constituents have to say about this last week, and what have you heard from folks about what they hope for going forward?
Yeah, so Vermonters were glued to C-SPAN, and they were sending me and my wife and family updates by the hour, and they couldn't believe what they were watching. They felt like this doesn't happen in America, and it was an indication, I think, of what's to come. So the good part, the upside of that downtime, sitting on the floor for so many hours, was that I had an opportunity to talk with many, many people within my own caucus, but also a few folks across the aisle in the Republican conference. And there are people there who want to get work done. I'm going to continue to seek them out. We have desperate need for investments in mental health supports and in housing in Vermont, and I'm going to continue to fight for those things, even if we're in the minority.